It's the final day of the Cathay Pacific Credit Suisse Hong Kong Rugby Sevens. So far, Asia's World City has played host to 2 days of devastating action, both on and off the pitch. Scotland and England have both made it through to the Cup quarter-finals, and the old enemies could in fact meet each other in the semis if things go to plan. But there is a very big catch indeed. Scotland have to get past Sevens experts Fiji, and England have to beat the favourites New Zealand. But first, let's check out the South Stand. Scotland have played their Cup quarter-final against Fiji. Sadly, Fiji won by 28 points to 7. I'm here with Simon Cross. Simon, it looked very tough out there indeed.
It's always tough against the Fijians, yeah. It was a hard game. We get criticised sometimes for not taking the Sevens seriously, putting out a younger squad, but you know, for as far as developmental purposes, I think today showed that we have got strength and depth in the Scotland squad, and we tried our best out there, but those Fijians are pretty awesome.
And at the end of the first half, start of the second, Scotland really did give it a good bash. It looked like you could get back in it at one point.
Well, yeah, we thought we could, and we had a try disallowed in the corner, and if it had gone in 14-all at half-time, you know, we really did have a chance, but as it was about 14-7, and we're always up against it with these guys who can just score from all over the pitch.
Max, Scotland were pretty unlucky there. For a lot of the game, you were right in it.
Yeah, definitely. No, if we just kept the ball a bit more in the more crucial times, we definitely would have had them. We had them pinned. After we scored our first try, it could have gone either way, but unfortunately I kicked it away and they got a bit of a roll on. So,
for those of us who will never play top-class rugby against the Fijians,
yeah.
How tough is it?
Oh, they're definitely strong boys, definitely. It's just, you're just trying to find ways to beat them mentally, and it's so hard because they're just so physical, so it really is tough. But the atmosphere's been electric, so it really kind of spurs you on.
Max, thank you very much indeed. That means that if England beat New Zealand in the Cup quarter-final, they'll play Fiji in the semi-final. But that is a big if. Face New Zealand in the Cup quarter-finals. England have, of course, won the tournament here 4 times in a row. So, do the All Blacks have any chance whatsoever?
Yep, yeah, every chance. We'll beat England out wide.
And what makes you so confident they're going to win?
We've got the best Samoans, best Fijians, best Tongans, and we've got the token white boy. We are going to run around the English.
I'm here with some England fans ahead of the Cup quarter-final against New Zealand. First of all, sir, where have you come from?
Come from England.
Whereabouts in England?
Devon, Exeter.
Do you come here a lot to Hong Kong?
I come to Hong Kong quite a bit. First time to the Sevens. Fantastic day out.
And how do you think England will fare against New Zealand in the quarter-finals?
No problem. Absolutely no problem. We're going to take them. They think they're going to beat us. It's all part of the cunning plan. We're going to take them.
And you, sir? You look like a rugby expert.
Not really, but...
Who's going to win?
England, definitely.
Marvellous stuff.
Trust them. We've got the crowd behind us, so we're going to trust them. No problem.
I want to win.
And what have you made of the tournament so far in general?
Excellent.
England have played their quarter-final against New Zealand. Sadly, though, New Zealand won by 26 points to 0. I'm with Ben Ryan, and Ben, it looked pretty tough out there.
Yeah, it was. You know, we were beaten, and fair and square, really. You know, New Zealand were very well organised. They started well, scored a quick early try, and you know, there's 1 or 2 technical things we could have done better in the first half. But overall, you know, we just came second.
What do you think was the difference between the sides, if you like?
Well, without doubt, we were 100% committed to everything today. So you can't ever have a go at the guys for that. I think technically we almost overcommitted in the contact area, and then so when we looked up and the ball had to be played, we didn't have enough players to do what we wanted to do. And New Zealand made us work very hard to regain the ball. So you know, fair credit to them.
Adelaide next week, of course, it's your job as most to pick the lads up. How are you going to do that?
Well, look, their heads are going to be down now, and it's a little bit futile of me to try to quickly grab them back. Let them, you know, as we all will, dwell in disappointment for a while. And after that, you know, the good thing about the IRB with the paired tournaments are next weekend, We'll go across to Adelaide and we'll try and win another trophy.
Now with me I have Andy Vilt. Andy, it just didn't really click today, did it?
No, New Zealanders were much more clinical than us. Didn't play to our game plan, and we made a couple of basic mistakes, and to be fair, they capitalised on them, and that's the difference in sevens.
How hard was it for you guys out there?
Well, I mean, the game's a game of sevens, and that's what we trained to play, so that's not the problem. It's right now, the emotions they're going through now, it's horrible.
Tom, you managed to get on right at the end, but a bit too late to make any difference, sadly.
It was tough to. By then, the game was lost. You know, usually you say you keep trying till the end, and we did. But unfortunately, by the time I got on, pretty much there was not a lot I could have done.
What do you think was the difference between the sides?
You know, both teams were very up for it, and you can't fault everyone's effort. Maybe you could accuse us of trying a bit too hard. You know, we're forcing offloads. Trying to pass out of tackles, because the New Zealanders are strong, they're a good side, you've got to respect them. But we really thought we had a chance here, and there's a lot of disappointed guys in our camp.
You were raised in Hong Kong, of course. How much does it mean to you to be playing in front of this crowd here?
Oh, it's unbelievable to be playing here. It would have been better to be winning. However, you know, 4 games we've had, and we won 3 out of 4. It's not good enough, but at the same time, we had great support, and it's great to be here.
Simon, sadly, the dream is over. It's not going to be 5 in a row for England here at Hong Kong.
No, desperately disappointing. I mean, ultimately we were not the better side on the occasion. New Zealand were, and when you turn the ball over that many times as we did, you're never going to win against the big teams.
Yeah, they look pretty good out there. Look like England were up against it for a lot of the time.
Yeah, they dominated the contact area particularly well, which is disappointing from our point of view. And we didn't really stretch them at all enough, and didn't really create the holes necessary to exploit the gaps. But New Zealand are a good side. They're very well drilled, and hopefully we'll learn a lot from this, particularly our young players playing here in front of 40,000 people. And take it forward, going back to their clubs.
You mentioned the crowd there. How much of an impact have they had on England for this tournament?
Oh yeah, it's massive. I mean, it's a huge experience, and obviously it can work one of 2 ways, either massively for you or massively against us, creates that extra pressure. Either way, it's a great experience for young players. So we've got a number of 20-year-olds making their first experience here in Hong Kong, and I think that'll be a huge benefit come later on in their years at rugby.
Simon, thank you very much indeed for your time, and hard luck today. So sadly, England are out of the tournament. They, like Scotland, are going to have to watch the semi-finals and the cup final from the stand. The cup semi-finals have been played. The final is between Fiji and Samoa. But one man who is very happy indeed is this man, Gareth Baber, the coach of the Welsh team, because they have just won the plate final. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And it was very, very tight at the end. Wales got a try right in the last seconds. How nervous were you?
Oh yeah, pretty nervous. We obviously came in at half-time down, and just, you know, appealed to the boys to show a bit of character, a bit of strength. We had a good game about us. We just weren't putting it on Argentina, and unfortunately the substitutes which were made, they contributed dramatically and gave us enough energy to finish the game.
How big a result is this for Wales Sevens?
Oh, it's massive. I mean, what we've fortunately done, we've come back on the scene sort of 2 years ago. And what we've done is we've picked up a trophy everywhere we've been. It's becoming a bit of a habit. Winning is a habit and trophy collecting is a habit. And hopefully we can progress into the higher competitions.
And will you guys be enjoying yourself in Hong Kong tonight?
Unfortunately, they're professional rugby players. They'll have a couple of beers. It's all about recovery because we have to go on to Australia next week. We thoroughly enjoyed Hong Kong. The players have responded in the way we wanted them to, and we've come away with a trophy, which is fantastic.
Gareth, thank you very much indeed, and congratulations. Gareth Baber there, coach of the victorious Welsh team. But who's going to win the cup final? Will it be Fiji or will it be Samoa? The final has been played. Samoa have beaten Fiji by 27 points to 22 in what was a thrilling final. They have been crowned the Cathay Pacific Credit Suisse Hong Kong Sevens champions 2007. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to all the teams that have taken part, and of course the fans that have made this such an unforgettable event. Goodbye from Hong Kong.